You might believe third world countries are receiving adequate amounts of treatment for deadly diseases such as measles. However, studies suggest otherwise. In fact, these countries are not receiving the proper support, therefore a greater need for vaccinations is required. Vaccines have the greatest potential to further improve the health of low-income countries, and a vaccine can be defined as a biological preparation that improves immunity to a particular disease. To further lessen mortality and morbidity rates, it is important that developed countries offer support through an increase in campaign awareness and an increase in the foreign aid support.
As of today, global vaccination coverage has stalled. An estimated 19.5 million children worldwide are still missing out on basic vaccines, with majority from developing countries such as Ethiopia, India, Brazil, and South Africa. With their vast influence and resources, it is important now more than ever for businesses to take action in helping close the gap in global health inequality. But what can businesses do to help society? And what's in it for them? Our first recommendation is for businesses to work together with health organizations to create awareness campaigns. This will help to raise awareness about vaccination, promote existing interventions, and encourage action to improve vaccination rates in developing countries. Funds raised will also help support the development of new innovations to help combat current barriers to vaccination in these countries. In addition, consumers are also increasingly valuing businesses who are socially responsible, in which awareness campaigns will result in mutual benefits for society as well as the business.
But are they really effective? Research conducted by Wakefield, Loken and Hornick reveals that they can in fact positively change public health behaviors. A primary example is the World Health Organization's World Immunization Week initiative. The program has achieved great success, having increased immunization rates in infants as well as significantly contributing towards global eradication of polio. Another campaign that has successfully stopped and prevented the deaths of many is the collaboration between Alaska and the United States to prevent diphtheria. In the 1920s, there was an estimated 100,000 to 200,000 diphtheria cases that took as many as 13,000 to 15,000 lives. Due to the outbreak, a national campaign was created to raise awareness and promote the use of diphtheria vaccines. With this in mind, if businesses start to develop awareness campaigns, not only will they work to prevent future infections and diseases through raised awareness, but also bring upon improved research and development needed to provide increasingly effective vaccines to those that need them most.
For the second possible solution, we could consider foreign aid, and I'll look at one of the examples, Gavi. Gavi, Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunization, was established in the year 2000. It is an international organization which brings together private and public sectors with the objective of creating equal access to underused and new vaccines for the children who are living in the poorest nations in the world. The mission of Gavi is to save the lives of the children and protecting the health of the people by enhancing the use of the vaccines in the underdeveloped and developing countries. Gavi has private and public business model that ensures that children should be provided with the life-saving vaccines in the low-income countries. Gavi is able to provide adequate assistance to those countries by preventing more than 9 million deaths. More than 640 million children were assisted by Gavi since 2000. The Vaccine Alliance has assisted to enhance the immunization and health services in more than 60 countries. The strategies of Gavi consist of accelerating equitable coverage and uptake of vaccines, increasing efficiency and effectiveness of the immunization delivery, improving the sustainability of the immunization programs, and shaping the market structure for the vaccines. The government of low-income countries is supported by Gavi in an appropriate manner.
Vaccines represent a crucial product of society, as they continuously shield us from harmful diseases and viruses that, when left untreated, could potentially be lethal. However, while vaccines are overwhelmingly seen as a positive influence, global access does not come without a cost, and for many suffering countries, this comes in the form of donations and aid from foreign countries. Examples of this include UNICEF's Global Vaccine Action Plan, a program that outlines and provides detailed strategies to help aid those without access to vaccines. This program largely assists in combining the pooled resources of individuals, communities, and countries in an effort to educate and administer vaccines in an efficient manner to those in need. Furthermore, in their bid to help raise awareness, Bill and Melinda Gates, through their charity foundation, pledged $10 billion to further global access to vaccines for the next decade. As a result, through a concerted and collective effort, donations and foreign aid highlight the need for further development in vaccine delivery for the benefit of a greater society.